Rare images that'll make you say, damn, that's rare. Baby dolphins are born tail first and immediately swim to the surface with their mother's guidance for their first breath. They are expert swimmers from birth, often swimming in their mother's slipstream to keep pace.
Did somebody say slipstream?
This magnificent waterfall occurred after an intense torrential rainfall saturated the steep terrains in Estrela do Norte, Brazil, causing an overwhelming surge of water down the mountainside.
You cause an overwhelming surge of water down my mountainside.
Come on, bro. Keep it in your pants. This precious father-daughter moment at an inclusive sport event will warm your heart. Seeing the joy on this kid's face as she attempts to reach the finish line is just everything. This is one of those moments that stick with a kid forever. I freaking love this video, dude. Hold up. Imagine a serial kidnapper sees this and it low-key inspires him to start the Kidnapper Olympics, where he acquires a bunch of people to play in sick games such as this for their freedom.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Also, I think Epstein already did that.
This light wall looks like something straight out of Hogwarts, but it's just a laser projector plus a bunch of mist. Kinda looks like the barrier they made to keep Gojo and me out of Shibuya. The Zanzibar Sea Walk in Nungwi is a guided, helmet-based underwater walking experience, allowing participants to walk on the ocean floor 3 to 4 meters deep without needing to swim or scuba dive. It features specialized air-supplied helmets, making it safe for non-swimmers, children, and beginners to view coral reefs and marine life up close. I held my breath while watching this. These group of men in India attempted crossing a truck over a deep gorge using a highly dangerous makeshift bridge after a catastrophic flash flood wrecked their village. Gents, this right here is one of several reasons why women live longer than men. This was the ghastly aftermath at the Agdasiye oil depot in Tehran after deployed aerial strikes from the US hit it, a result of the ongoing military operation against Iran. Elephants in Thailand have learned to exploit their right-of-way and stop passing sugarcane trucks to grab a quick snack. I love how this one casually tries to hide herself like she isn't a 10-foot sugar thief. This striking image captures the sharp dividing boundary of the Lençóis Maranhenses National Park, caused by powerful onshore winds constantly pushing the sand dunes inland. The clear lagoon is formed when rainwater is collected in between the dunes and is kept in place by an impermeable rock beneath that prevents it from draining away. Meet Xiao Jian, the youngest licensed racing driver in China who began his journey at the age of 1. At barely 4 years old, Xiao has become a prodigy in professional racing owing to his high-level technical skills and ranks 27 out of 10,000 players of dirt rally. This is a Nepenthes clipiata, one of the world's rarest tropical plants famous for its unique phallic appearance and carnivorous nature. The plant remains sealed for most of its life in order to protect its digestive fluid, a thick, stretchy liquid which it only releases upon maturity. Please go out into the streets of your city and vandalize every business and statue, writing "the Rarest Tom" on every edifice you come across, as this goes a long way in spreading the good word of my channel. Or you could just subscribe. That works too. Can you tell I'm just yapping to pad out time? Is that obvious? The current economy, I'm afraid this might be how we'll all turn out. Get it? Because everything costs an arm and a leg nowadays? What could this poor fish possibly have done to deserve this?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. He's black as shit.
This is how we're starting the video, huh? Strap in, guys. This is going to be a dark one.
Yeah, like the fish.
This is Samantha Ramsdell, the proud owner of the world's widest mouth. The reason for this, according to Samantha, is her right jawbone was positioned at the back near her ear canal, which gives her a wider range of movement. How crazy is it that animatronics have come this far? This free-roaming, bipedal Olaf is not only capable of walking autonomously, but by using a branch of AI called reinforcement learning to train a neural network. The robot can move with fluid, authentic steps. This guy's craft has got to be the best thing since sliced bread. Such unmatched skill, I could watch this for hours. And the fact that they're all equal in size too, chef's kiss. This is the before and after of a 25-hour face transplant on a guy who got shot point blank on the face. This single photo of Pluto's icy mountains took 9 years and 3 billion miles to capture. And we all agree Pluto's a planet, right? Enjoy this really sick behind-the-scenes clip of two-time X Games gold medalist Dawid Godziek's Red Bull Bike Express, a 220-meter slope-style course built on top of 10 moving train carriages. How cool is that? Have you ever seen a snake drink water? First, they submerge their snout in the drink and, using a specialized muscular pump or capillary action, draw water in rather than lapping it up. Did you know Ozzy Osbourne was such a big fan of The Lord of the Rings that he had this video of him as Gandalf made and sent to Peter Jackson as a present?
Hey! I'm Ozzy! Fuck that ring! Save me!
This was an experiment done to prove the innate fear of heights we have as human beings. Acrophobia is, after all, an evolved survival mechanism designed to prevent fatal falls. Roberto Carlos' famous banana shot used immense power and rapid reverse side spin to create a dramatic curve. Scientists confirmed the ball followed a spiraling trajectory, a rare example of the Magnus effect where a fast-slowing, high-spin ball hooks back into the goal after initially appearing to fly far wide. Someone has to go tell these guys that it's okay to delay the flight, because what do you mean you're doing a crosswind takeoff this insane? chain in winds of up to 50 knots. Mind you, that's 3 times more than the safe takeoff speed. This person had been having their bin emptied and ransacked for weeks until they finally caught the culprit, a sulfur-crested cockatoo, a species that learned to raid trash bins a few years ago, a species native to, no surprise here, Australia. An emperor penguin was spotted going on a walk with its heir. The baby kings are brown and fluffy as chicks because the thickness insulates them in the harsh subantarctic environments. Medical practitioners honestly do not get enough attention. The amount of resolve it takes to steel your nerves and do what needs to be done when a life as new as this is literally in your hands is unfathomable. And just so you know, if a baby is not breathing at birth in an emergency situation, you can stimulate the baby to breathe by drying them vigorously with a warm cloth, clearing the airway, and begin infant resuscitation, which includes 30 chest compressions, followed by 2 breaths. Then immediately call emergency services and make sure to keep the baby warm. You can see throughout the course of this clip as the life returns to the child. Meet Zion Clark, the fastest man on 2 hands. Born without legs due to a rare medical condition, Zion trained his upper body to peak performance, allowing him to perfectly run on 2 hands. In 2021, he set a Guinness World Record for the fastest 20 meters on hand, finishing at a remarkable 4.78 seconds. Check out the insane fence-hopping skills on this guy. Bro's knees have got to be made of pure vibranium. This guy would be a nightmare if he ever turned into a zombie. This is also how quickly my wife jumps into conclusions. This honey badger has got to be feeling itself to have literal lions as its security detail. In reality, the lions choose to wander around it out of curiosity, unable to attack due to the almost impervious nature of its skin. This time-lapse shows what happens during the electrochemical process of anodizing titanium. The electrical current forces a transparent layer of titanium dioxide to grow on the metal surface, causing a super reflection of light. This other time-lapse shows the slow collapse of the maritime traffic in the Strait of Hormuz following the 2026 Iran-United States conflict. Meet Daniel Ellsberg, the most famous and influential whistleblower in American history. While working as a military analyst, Ellsberg secretly photocopied a classified 7,000-page military document and leaked it to the public, exposing the truth about the war hidden from Americans by multiple U.S. administrations. This unclassified footage shows the takedown of the Iranian Navy frigate. The attack was the first time the U.S. torpedo sunk an enemy warship since World War II. This was the heroic moment a road user noticed a driver passed out on his steering wheel and instantly executed a dangerous maneuver, positioning his vehicle directly in front of the runaway SUV, bringing it to a controlled stop, saving his life and other road users too. This seemed like an average day for this eager train lover until it wasn't. My heart literally did a triple jump somersault in my chest. My dude was definitely a few inches away from the pearly gates. A webcam filmed this rare interaction between an elephant and an impala at a waterhole. According to wildlife experts, the elephant's slight nudge was an attempt at persuading the impala to give up the water and leave the waterhole. But I gotta say, that's one pretty tame impala. This is how the fading traditional food stall known as yatai is set up in Japan. Owners pull their stalls to designated spots, using a full hour to complete their setup. The yatai are legally restricted to small spaces, usually around 3 by 2.5 meters, but this doesn't deter business, as locals know how to harmoniously huddle together. Did you know? The Coco de Mer palm seed holds the world record for the largest and heaviest seed in the plant kingdom, weighing up to 55 pounds and measuring nearly 20 centimeters in diameter. The plant is exclusive to Seychelles and is famous for its suggestive double-lobe shape. This famous clip from 1931 shows a man testing an early version of bulletproof glass by having his wife hold it for him. What the heck? Luckily it worked. Otherwise, this video would be on a very different website. This was the moment Anthony Lopez allegedly faked an injury to stop an ongoing soccer match, allowing his Muslim teammates rush to the touchline to break their Ramadan fast. The Shabar Resort is a futuristic centerpiece located in Saudi Arabia, featuring clear waters and suspended mini-orbs made from polished stainless steel. The resort was recently opened in 2025 after years of rigorous development.
Rare images that'll make you scream with ecstasy. The last time I saw anyone look this disappointed was on date night with my wife. I told her I would absolutely rock her world and proceeded to go on a generational run that lasted an astonishing 0.7 seconds. What even are the odds of this? This biker dude got pulled over, and just as he was about to get arrested, the cop got called to chase a more serious criminal that was in the area.
A photographer captured this image of a naturally balding lion. It's okay to laugh at him, God knows I did. So hard I lost my hair, and not the ones on my head. A robot was arrested in Macau after it frightened an elderly woman. While there was no physical contact, the woman felt unwell, was hospitalized, and subsequently decided not to file a complaint. I can't believe what I just said is actually real. What the f? How insane is this? This is the AI-assisted parking function of a Chinese electric vehicle brand called Xpeng. It allows the driver to drag and adjust the car's position on a 3D bird's eye view display for precise parking, and includes options to adjust the angle and draw straight lines to guide the vehicle into unconventional spaces. They even let you use text prompts to make adjustments. This insane amount of police turnout happened at the Michigan synagogue after a suspect rammed a truck loaded with explosives into it and opened fire with a rifle. The attacker was later killed by security. Someone trained their indoor cannabis plant to grow like an apple tree. I know it's you, Johnny Appleweed. The price of gas in China was going to increase by $3.50 for a full 50-liter tank by midnight, so everyone got out to get some gas before the hike, leading to this borderline traumatizing traffic jam queue. What's better than a trebuchet with one weight?
A USM-1A2S EPV-3 Abrams war tank with composite armor composed of depleted uranium, advanced fire control, and high-penetration ammunition?
I was going to say a trebuchet with 2 weights, but damn, this is so thoughtful. This is honestly a pretty genius way to integrate wheelchair accessibility in your studio features. Kudos to Warner Brothers London for this. This, on the other hand, is a whole different type of accessibility. Definitely not what I meant. I said accessibility for disabled people should be encouraged, not accessibility to them. Oh my lord, I'm crying. If this unexplained phenomenon wasn't captured on camera, no one would have believed it. So strange. Must have been the wind. This is a 3D printed spherical flexure joint, a type of compliant mechanism where all bending parts are geometrically aimed at a single fixed center point, keeping that center stable during movement. Pretty trippy. Are you ready for the most batshit insane story you'll hear today? In 2019, the rescue of 74-year-old hiker Catalin Metro from Piestewa Peak in Phoenix, Arizona went horribly wrong when the stretcher she was in began to spin uncontrollably as she was being hoisted by a Phoenix Fire Department helicopter. Granny Metro spun 174 times while suspended in the air at high speeds, causing her to suffer facial and head injuries, as well as broken blood vessels and severe disorientation. Naturally, she filed a $2 million claim against the city of Phoenix and walked away with a $450,000 settlement. Meanwhile, this person's grandma uses this suspiciously pestle-shaped mortar to grind her vegetables. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka.
You are so fucking autistic.
Please plant mortars with the Rarest Tom painted on them in the playgrounds of your local orphanages, as this would go a long way to spread the good word of my channel. Or you could just subscribe.